This is Dave's wellness journey. He's still progressing slowly, but we will never give up hope. You can also catch him on his other YouTube channel, Tin Shed Studios, where we upload videos each week, wishing health and well-being to all.
Okay, so we've just been through what we're trying to achieve. When we got up, we just had some watermelon as hydration, and of course you should drink a lot of water when you wake up. I'm going to make some fruit for breakfast now, but it's about 20 to 10. We sort of follow the intermittent fasting rule, so we start around 10 o'clock with the food and finish around 6 o'clock. So we'll be following that as well. But like I said, watermelon is basically water, so if you're feeling thirsty, get that, but have the watermelon before anything else because that digests a lot faster. Now, of course, through this period with Dave, 6 months, 1 year, I'm not going to be showing you every meal we have. I'll show you bits of what he's eating here and there. There's only so much you can do with fruit. So we're basically eating fruit and greens. So we've just started a garden outside. We've got some silver beet and we've got lots of different lettuces growing. So we'll be basically eating that and the fruit. We've basically been following a vegan diet, maybe normally more towards whole food plant-based diet, but we have been eating a lot of processed stuff like the vegan sausages, the vegan ham, the vegan cheeses, all that sort of stuff, which actually clogs up the system as well, I would say. So from today, there's no processed food, there's fruit and there's greens. Fasting is a good way to heal, but because Dave's so weak, we're sort of slowly fasting with the fruit. When we get a bit further along, we might start doing a 24-hour fast, a 2-day fast, and so on. It's not something you can jump right into until your body's ready for it. But if you fast on a regular basis, that's a good way to stay healthy. So I hope you follow along with this journey of ours, and let's all hope that this does the trick. And of course, if it does, the medical system is not going to say, oh wow, this is fantastic. They're just going to close their eyes to it, unfortunately. So let's get prepared this food for our first meal on our first day. Oh, by the way, I am actually a raw chef, although we haven't been eating a lot of raw food over the last couple of years. But I have got a course that I put together on Udemy, and it's called Introduction to Raw Foods. So it gives you some of the basics on how to make some flatbreads in the dehydrator, how to do some smoothies, like raw burgers. And I've got breakfast, I've got snacks, I've got lunches, I've got condiments, you know, with your sauces and all that sort of stuff. And I'll put a link below to that course, and I'll let you have it for 15 Australian dollars. It's normally 65, so there'll be a coupon code below. All you need to do is press the link, and then you'll get access to that course as well. Okay, so the watermelon was this morning when we woke up, so I'm not going to put watermelon in this. We'll have that a bit later. So I've got a mango, a kiwi fruit, I've got a couple of bananas, a red papaya, and we're trying to grow these, and avocado. I've found that avocado actually tastes really nice with red papaya, so please try it. Although this one is higher in fat, an avocado is still a fruit. And don't forget, like squash is a fruit, cucumber is a fruit, pumpkin is a fruit. But at this stage we won't be having pumpkin because I have to cook it. But yeah, we'll start with the fruit and incorporate some raw foods into that as well, just to sort of vary it. So we'll start with the banana, it's always easiest. Don't mind me, I like cutting the ends off, it just feels good. So Dave's in his studio, so I'll take this over to him. We'll participate together. The other thing too about eating is we tend to eat too much as well. So, you know, you go into these more cheaper type cafes and stuff like that, and if you don't have a big plate full of food, people think they're getting ripped off. But actually, by having a big pile of food on your plate, you're ripping off your own health, basically. So we eat too much, we eat too often, and we eat the wrong things. So put that aside. That's It's a nice colour. I actually found a fruit vendor on the way home yesterday, so I didn't have to go to the local supermarket to get their crap fruit. I also have, if you've watched my other channel, I have a organic shop that I go to, but they don't have a big variety of fruit. They have a lot of the greens and nice vegetables, but we'll be getting a lot of that from our garden anyway. So, of course, you can eat the seeds of the papaya or the red papaya. The seeds are a natural antibiotic, and they have a bit of a peppery flavour. I have a few while I'm here. Well, you can tell when you take the peel off if there's any bad bits or anything that's breaking down. You can actually see that. So peel the outside first, and they normally go in a little circle, so you can normally dig it out. So, and we're slowly buying dwarf fruit trees for our backyard. We have a lemon, we have an orange, we have what's called an Aceola cherry, we have a gooseberry, and I have a custard apple, and we have the cancer one, which is a soursop. You see the hole there, that's a bit of mold going in there, and they actually come out all in one glob, so you can tell, just make sure there's nothing in there. And some people get worried about worms and stuff in the fruit. Well, I say the worm will eat it, I'll eat it. If there's no worms in your fruit, that means it's full of poisons. So there's a bit of mold on the skin, but you can tell that underneath is perfect. It's beautiful. Oh, don't cut off too much. So here we go. Beautiful colour. And as you're cutting up fruit, your mouth just has this orgasm, I so want to put one of these in my mouth right now. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wait, be a good girl. Don't want it half eaten before I get to him. I know some people eat the skin of this. I've never eaten the skin, so I'm not going to start today. And I've got the Vitamix as well, so we may sort of also do some smoothies. I've got a whole big box full of organic wild blueberries, so I sort of follow the medical medium as well, and he has a lot of big wraps for fruit as well. He loves it. Because we came back off the road yesterday, I don't have a great deal of fruit, so I bought some at that fruit stall on the way home, and should get us through the weekend. It's Sunday today here. We'll go down in the next couple of days and get more fruit. I'm just peeling this because it's easy. I normally don't do it this way, but it seems to be working. So we'll cut them. Some nice big pieces. Oh God, this looks good. And normally, and you can see my raw food course, I would make a cashew sweet sauce, which you can do, but we're just having fruit for this first week. So okay, because we're going to keep it more fruity, I'm just going to use a little bit of this. I'm not going to put the whole avocado on there. This is going to give us the omegas. That looks like a nice avocado too. Woohoo! Okay, so that should do it. So this is our first meal. It's probably not enough calorie wise, but in a couple of hours I'll make something else. So it doesn't have to be boring, doesn't have to be tasteless. This is a beautiful meal. It's coming into mango season now. That's going to be fantastic. Lots of mangoes.
I could do that mango and banana thing again. I used to like them.
Yeah, I'll do some more smoothies. See the variety.
But still my favourite. Reaper pie.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Um,
That's good.